couple of moments, but I was doing the Wizard 101 login. Can I flip the camera at all? Yeah, their actual login thing. Like, if you were to click here, this stupid Kickside BS. I put my thing in. It didn't work. 4 times. 4 times. Didn't even register. I go here. It's already got me signed in. Well, not signed in, but like, the password is already typed up, ready to go. It doesn't show it, but it shows the, the stars and all that. So you're like, okay, there's my username, there's my password, all ready to go. Click play, logs right in, no problem. Same password. Same password. Kickseye. What is wrong with you? Are you actually this broken? Are you actually broken? Because the way it looks and acts is kind of broken. It's not very fair. The game still doesn't feel very fair when you're playing because of the fact that, say I put in like 2 heal cards. I put 2 heal cards in. Just as a normal player. Then you get to the point where you're like, okay, I got the 2 heals in, I'm going to put in a bunch of attack, and then, whatever. You start playing, the game starts going to the point where you're like, okay, I need to heal. I need to heal. I need to heal. Doesn't give you any heals. You're like, okay, I had another heal, I had a few heals. You had like 3-4 heals in your deck. And it's not just like one card, you have like 3-4 different types, and you have like 3 of them of each in there. So it's like 3 to 9 cards in there. And then you go to the attacks, where it's like, okay, now for some reason I'm not getting a single attack when my entire deck is full of pretty much attack. I got 9 cards out of all of them that are healing, but yet the rest of the cards are just going to give you the heal. And it's like, oh cool, I don't need to heal, but all I have is heal. Next card, you so use one. You get rid of like 3 cards that are in your hand. You do that, and you're like, okay, I did that. I don't gotta worry about that now. And then the next card. The next card comes in. Oh, look, another heal. Get rid of it. Next turn. Another heal. And it's like, oh my god. I do have reshuffles in here, but I don't want to have to use them. And it's just like, eventually you have to just keep reshuffling after a bit. And it's like, where are my attacks? Where are my attacks? Where are they? And then it could be the reverse, where are my heals? Where are my heals? Where are my heals? And it's just giving you the same card over and over again till you can't get those cards anymore, and it would have to give you a heal. By then, you don't need it, or you're already dead. So it's just like Wizard 101, Kickseye, whatever you want to call them at the moment. They need to fix just everything, all their stuff. They do like minor patch-ups and little detail fixes, and it's like, okay, stop with the fixes of that crap, please. The most important thing to fix is the gameplay. Is there gameplay? Does the gameplay work? Everyone's like, oh, look at the graphics, look at the graphics, everybody, look at the graphics. And it's like, no, don't do that. Don't care about the graphics. Don't do that. It's good to know that there is graphics and the graphics are working, but let's go back to the PS2 era. Let's go back to that where the games worked. I didn't have to worry about paying $60 for a game back then. Was like, dear God, $60 for a game? Oh my, I hate hearing that, saying, oh my god, $60 for a game. It's like, yeah, I hate that. Especially when you should be paying $20 for that game, like Cyberpunk. I'll give you $2. $2 for Cyberpunk. Because the game crashes all the time. The game deletes stuff. I lost stuff. I had to redo the game so many times because, oh look, an update came out. Delete everything. Delete the entire game from existence off your PlayStation so you can actually play the game as an updated version instead of, well, I reloaded a save and apparently the updates didn't count to that save. Yay. Good job. Good job with all that nonsense. It's just like the care and quality in games have gone down. You could pay $60 for a game, and you'll most likely get something that is quarter way through done, halfway done, 75% done, or completely done, but yet the game isn't working. No matter what, you're getting a game that just doesn't work. And you're paying so much for it, but yet, are the developers actually getting paid? The company itself shouldn't be getting any money. They should be getting probably about 5% of what the developers put in. The developer should be making so much more money than the company itself. Why? They made the thing. Yeah, you're the company that's saying, oh, look at the game, look at the game. Guys, look at the game. Please buy this game. Guys, woo, look over here, buy this game. Hey, you, buy this game. And then the people who buy the game, they're like, did they put effort in? Why is the game falling? Why'd the game crash? Why'd the game crash on day one? Day one, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense why they're releasing stuff like that. It's like, oh, well, we didn't expect you to be playing on this console or you just going in this direction. Expect the unexpected. Think of a player and think of them going like, oh, look, that's a shine, it's a rock. I'm going to jump on that rock. I'm walking across the ground. What's going on? There's a rock as big as my pinky sticking out of the ground, and now I can't get past it. Oh my god. You consider that quality. Developers consider that so much quality, and you're looking at it going like, I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game. And let's go to Bethesda. Let's go to Bethesda on this. I'm just going after companies in this rant. Let's go to Bethesda. They released some good games. I'll call it Fallout New Vegas. Game crashes immediately after pretty much turning it on. I installed mods and it worked better. Like somehow the mods just went, okay, let's stitch these pieces back into the game. There's a piece, there's like a space spot like this far between the game area. Like here's the game, way over here, way over here, and then here's the game. Let's go bring a stick or a string or whatever to just pull that back. That's what mods are doing. They're doing what the developers should have done. They're doing what modders are just doing what developers could and should have done with their game. We create new areas, we give you new stuff, we give you ideas, but yet the developers are just like, what the fuck, what is that? I can't figure it out. It sounds interesting. I'm not gonna do it. And it's like, developers, there's stuff that we want in games. There's stuff that we want. And that's why the mods exist. To show what we want. To show you what we care about. Like in Hogwarts Legacy. I'm gonna diss that game so hard right now. I love that game. I really enjoy it. I just got bored. There wasn't much to do. Most of the people in the game, you can't really talk to. The quests are kind of boring. It just made me want to go to sleep at times. I did not like the Merlin trials to gain an inventory slot. Really? Really? That was the dickish way you guys can do that? But still, it's just like the things you care about in games, they just go from top tier for you, and then developers, bottom tier. They don't care. They don't. It's like basically right here. Here's a ranking. Down here. Somewhere down here. While our rankings, how we rank things and how we care about things, we put it in the sky and go, this is what we want. This is top tier. Put this in the game. Please put it in the game. And they're like, why would we do that? That's too much effort. I don't want to do that. And it's like, then why are you making a game? Why are you making this if you want to make something that no one is interested in whatsoever? And we're giving you a hint on, please add this then. For Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds. There's no flavor to it. There's nothing. It's just looks. It just looks okay, and then the animation gets boring, and then you got the characters that seem dull. Like, if I go over there and start killing everybody, and just start just vaporizing all the pedestrians, because one of them was like, I don't know, just insulting you or something. You can't just do that, and it's just like, thanks, now it's not as fun. You put a damper on my fun. You put a block on there and said, like, Pravati. Say you accidentally get on her nerves. You accidentally get on her nerves by killing her boss. Just a quick snipe to the face, because you want to get in that room and find all the stuff. You can't really loot everything. The game doesn't really work with that. And in Fallout, when I loot a character, his armor disappears off the body. The body. Like someone kills me. Oh, they nicked my glasses. I no longer have glasses on. That game. That game. I looted his armor. Still on him. He's still wearing armor. I don't want him nude, I just want him in his underwear or something, verifying that I took something. And the worst bit is when you do take someone out in that game, most of the time it's like, oh yeah, there's nothing there. But he's got a full suit of armor on, he's got a full thing, he's got his rifle next to him. You can't pick that up. Why? Because it's not, see, it doesn't show in the thing, in the search, the inventory search, there's nothing there. It's like, then what's the point of the game besides it just being a thing to look at? The game is not quality. It's not. It's like Fallout 4, but lazily done and less care, less interest, less everything. It's just like a nerfed version of it. Then you got Fallout 4. Oh my god, the Creation Club bits just crashed the game on its own. Like, it just crashes the game. I'm like, wow, I remember when this game came out, it wasn't as broken. I was able to have fun. I was able to do mods, and it would still count as achievements. Yes, technically cheating, but I added stuff in there like more missions. That's what I did. Was more missions, more things to attack, more enemies, more to the game. And then it's just like you get punished for it. The Creation Club, they didn't do any check to see what irritates what. So you can put all of them on, and now none of the mods work. That is just bottom tier stupidity. At least when I use Vortex, the mod system, that doesn't work often because it crashes and then deletes all your mods and you have to look at everything and find it all over again. And that's why I'm not doing Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, is because of that. I would still be playing that probably if they didn't do that. So Vortex, fix everything you have to do, every single thing. I will not use you again because of how broken you are. If I do use you again, I'll just be mocking you as I go because I just don't like Vortex anymore. After the third time I've lost all my mods. It's like, it took me a while to get those mods on there. And now they're gone. They're still on my PC somewhere, but they're not on Vortex. And I don't know how to put them back on there without getting annoyed. So it's like the minor details they could have done to make the thing just not broken would have been fantastic. And I'm gonna switch back to the screen for a second. Watch this. Watch what happens when I click play. I don't see Wizard 101 popping up. I don't see it at all. So I'm just gonna stop playing. I'm just gonna stop playing it because I can't get to it. I can't get the game to work. I think it's broken. I think the company is going to die out and should die out because they're not fixing anything. I can't access my account. I've been paying for I don't know how long, now I can't access my account. Awesome. Thanks, guys. This is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna be ranting a lot in my videos now because of just stuff breaking. This is like, why? Why is this stuff? Why are they allowed to do this? If for our government system in America should actually put a thing on there saying if it's not at this requirement, you can't release the game. It cannot be published. They all should say like, yeah, the game's glitchy, broken, and is missing details. Cyberpunk, 100% should say that. There's so many things that like you think our government would be like, okay, look, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. But yet, there's so many things that they're like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And it's like, so when we pay for something and it breaks before we even get to do anything, how is that our fault? And they're like, well, you should have thought about it before your purchase. I'm like, well, how about this? You buy a car from a dealership. Looks nice. They say it's nice. Works well on the lot. You're able to drive around the lot 3-4 times, not a single issue. The moment you get off that lot, it breaks down. It just breaks down the moment you get off the lot. Well, now you're in trouble. Because now it's you at fault. And it's like, no, I got off the lot and it broke down. It broke. It shut down. I'd go back to that dealership and literally be like, you're giving me all my money back. And you're going to pay me a little bit as well. Because I drove that car. I just paid all that. And then I just got off the lot. And then dead. The things that are legal in this country are so ridiculous. Because the illegal stuff is just like, it's like, okay, look, it's better off to do illegal shit or illegal stuff in this country. I already swore, oops. Sorry about that. You're better off doing illegal stuff because of the fact that, let's be honest here, this country does not care about you. It never will until we can get rid of the people in office. The people in office are there literally, okay, cool, I'm going into politics, right? They're there to look and observe and take your money. They don't care about you, they never will. The sooner you get that through your head, the better off you're going to be. There may be a few people up there that are like, oh my god, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix this, I cannot stand this, and they're trying to fix it so the people like us are actually enjoying life, and not just going, am I gonna die tomorrow? Am I gonna die because I can't afford something? Is something gonna fall and kill me? I don't know, is something gonna break? Instead of, what a wonderful day it is, what a wonderful day. You don't get those feelings. You just get the, I'm annoyed. I just want to enjoy my day. But you can't. You can't do any of that. Because the rules aren't set in place to actually fix anything or make anything enjoyable. It is there just for money, and not the money for you. It is money for only a few select people. Which I found funny that I haven't watched the news in a while because it just felt depressing after a while after just seeing Biden say all these things where he's like, oh, I'm not going to do any of this, I'm removing these things, and then his own government system went, yeah, no, you dare do that, you'll be out of office faster than you can shake a stick to, because you'd be dead. They would have killed Biden. Like, they would have had him assassinated like they did with JFK. Oh, you're not following our rules. Gone. Yeah, that's pretty much what they did. They may say, "Oh no, he was shot by some random dead guy over there, and he did it." And it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. The guy probably had a feeling of doing that, going like, "Yes, I want to take out the president because of this," and then the government came in. Well, we can make that happen. We can give you a helping hand here. Just don't say that we helped, or else we'll erase you from history. You will not exist, not even in the record books. That is the stuff. That is the power they have. Yet they don't fix the important things or things that can make you relax. They don't lower the prices on food and leave, or like, what they should do is set a limit on what the food is compared to your pay. Like if you're getting paid, let's just say you get $300 a month or $300 a week from your whatever place you work. That is not enough. You are not getting paid enough. If you're getting $500, $600, you're just barely making enough. Like you're making just enough to chill down, sit down, have some food. If you have kids, you're screwed. You're not getting any. You have no money. So it's like, how? Ugh. How does one survive in this economy? Man, I went from Wizard 101 to this. But yeah, there's just so much that could be fixed that doesn't get fixed. So I'm just saying, like, if we could fix all this stuff, I'm pretty sure we'd be living in that peaceful world we all thought of, or that American dream that the BS keeps coming up with. There's never been an actual American dream. There isn't. You may come from another country and be looking at our country going, well, there's hope. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. The people living here, we know about this. There is no hope. It is quiet desperation. There is a plea for help that is ignored all the time. That's why you got people living in the motorhomes and they don't have money. There's people living that are my age, 27, living with their parents still. Parent. And it's just like, I wish I could afford my own place. I wish I can do all that. And they're like, well, if you just took care of your money easier, and it's like, well, if I got paid correctly and I didn't have to look at the money and then going, well, I do need something to eat, but I don't know if I can afford it because I still got to pay rent and all that. Rent, taxes, bills. You got to pay the, like if I got my own place, I would have to pay for water, gas, electricity, and a few other random crap. And it's like, no, no, no. This is stupid. This is stupid. This stupid stuff that they're charging us on so much money for it, and yet the quality has gone down for it. Oh yeah, let's charge you for Wi-Fi. But we'll give you absolutely garbage Wi-Fi. We'll charge you quite a bit for it. We'll take pretty much everything for it. Water bill. Oh, we'll secretly raise the price for you, the individual, and not tell you. You'll have to eventually ask the people around you, how much do you pay, neighbor? How much do you pay? How much water do you use? And they tell you, oh, I use 200 gallons, and I pay whatever amount. And you're like looking at going like, I only use like a gallon of water. I take one shower a day and I don't do anything else. And I wash a thing of dishes. That does not take an entire milk jug of water. You know? Like if you're like using one jug of water and you're still paying the same amount as your neighbor that is using like pretty much watering their lawn, taking showers, and they're like, and they have kids and they're throwing water balloons. Something's wrong with your system wherever you live. And you need to break down that whatever area's thing and basically shut them down. Do whatever you got to do. People are like, "Oh no, don't be a Karen," and it's like, shut up, shut up. At this point, you got to be a Karen on certain things, the right things. How to make grab the Karens, grab all of the Karens in the world, and have them march straight to the government, the White House, everything, and have them literally pretty much robotically set to make sure they get certain things done, fixed correctly, 100%, because they will care and get that cared for and fixed. They're being thrown at the wrong angle. They're being thrown at the wrong things. So it's just like, we'd probably have less of them around if if the economy was just better. You wouldn't care as much if your car broke down if you can actually afford your car breaking down. You wouldn't care as much if your arm broke if you can afford getting it fixed, or at least going to the doctor to say, hey, look, my arm is making this weird L shape, and it shouldn't be making an L shape in the middle of my arm. Like, let me put this up somewhere. Here. See my arm. If it started bending like right here for the arm, in this location, I would have to go to the doctor. I would have to go to the hospital and get that fixed. But if I don't have lots of money, I'm gonna question it. I'm gonna just try to think of a better way to deal with it. Is there a way that I can deal with this and not go broke? There's so many things that it's just like, I'm really tired. There's so many things that like you could do to fix this. The government ignores it and doesn't bother. And it's just like, why? Why don't you just get this fixed? Is it because you just want to make money? If so, then why are you around? Why are you in charge? Why are you there? That's why we had the riot and people were threatening to pretty much take those people out. Is because they were so pissed off, so angered, that they would not bother to think of another way. They're like, I can't think of another way. I'm just so angry. I am so angry that my brain just thinks, I want to beat the crap out of this person. I want to end this person's life. That is like the point that people are getting to. And yet, the government just does not care. They go, oh, you guys are bad, you guys are wrong, you guys are Trumpists, and all that. No, these are angry people with angry feelings and angry emotions, angry rights. They have rights that were tampered with, damaged, and they decided, well, this guy knows what he's saying, or thinks, this guy is saying something that kind of appeals to me. I don't trust what he's saying. I don't like what he's saying completely. But if he can fix this, yeah, I'll side with him. I didn't side with Trump. I did not. There were things in there that I were looking at and going like, yeah, you are right in those aspects. But how you're doing it is not right. Like, oh, the jobs in America are not really there. And it's like, how about this? Let the immigrants come in. They make job available. How? They start business because that is the dream. I start business in America. Then I make money. People there have jobs. We have job. You have job. We all have job. We all have good day. Eh? That is the American dream. But yet now the people in America are like, we don't even have the dream. You know what we got? We got the trailer home. Yay! I understand if you have the money and you just want to live in a trailer home and relax. That's perfectly understandable. But the difference between wanting and having to is two dramatic things. Sometimes you can't even afford the trailer home, so it's like, what do I do? What do I do? How do I fix this? You can't. People are like, save your money. That doesn't fix it. That doesn't fix the issue, because you could save all your money and still not have enough to survive because of the fact that the economy, the government, the people who run the government, the people who work for the government, the companies that own the government, because they're paying the government a specific amount to get away with certain things. Oil companies, they came up with lies to actually get you to go away from um, the safe, energy efficient stuff. They're like, oh yeah, if you use us, you'll gain all this. It's so much better, it's so much healthier, it's so much gooder. But yet, oil spills, more oil spills, oil fires, oil explosions. Like, oh no, I had another oil leak and it just flooded this entire area of water and now it's just completely destroyed and it's still like that to today. It's just like, what? What? I gotta say, it was supposed to be just a game video or a Wizard 101 complaint, but it's gone to so much more because of just everything. Me just going into the details and wanting to talk about just the basic info of what's agitating and going like, it shouldn't be this bad. It shouldn't be this bad. I should be able to afford my own place, to be honest. I should be able to afford my own place and not have to worry. But I'm so stressed out all the time now that I don't know if I, like, say if my dad died and my uncle died, I won't have enough money to be able to live here. I won't have enough money to be able to survive. I'm gonna be screwed. So it's like hearing people say good things about Biden is just like, jump in front of something, please. Anything. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear all this good stuff when it's not actually good. Especially when I'm looking at my own paycheck every single week going, it needs to go up. I shouldn't have to work more hours than I already do to make more. I should be getting paid more. Some people, the older people, are going to be like, just shut up and work more. Shut up and work more. And it's like, we're not living in the time that you grew up, buddy. We're not living in your time, the time that you grew up in. We're living in this time, the time that we're in right now, where we can't afford things. I keep hearing it from my brother where it's just like, oh, everything isn't that bad. You're making most money. And it's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. If I was making enough money, I wouldn't be so stressed out. It's like, yeah, I'm spending my money on stupid things, but there's a difference between just spending it on stupid things to relax and calm down, so it's not like for me, I buy games. I buy a lot of games because I'm like, I'm stressed out, I'm annoyed, I don't want to play these games because I already know they annoy me, and I know what annoys me in these games. So I want to try a new one that doesn't annoy me, one that might be the best thing I've ever played. But yeah, I'm spending a lot of money on them. So the question is, can they lower the living costs to the point where um, or can they lower the living costs to the point where we can actually live instead of be stressed? I don't remember the one guy's channel that talks about this stuff and talks about all the stressful stuff and how he's 24 and he's living with his mom, and I'm like, wait, how old are you? He's like, I'm 24. I'm like, you look like you're 30. I look much older than I actually am because of the fact that I'm just so stressed out all the time, going like, I don't know if I'll have the money to live. I don't know if I'll have the money to do the things I want to do. As a kid, when I was a kid, I thought I'd be able to have all the money and be able to do all the things I wanted and go everywhere, travel the world, do all these cool things. Now that I'm an adult, I can see that this economy is so bad that we need a restart. We need a fresh start, a do-over, a whole delete everything, redo. Some people always say, well, how do you do a redo? How do you do that? That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that we do need a reset. We need people to stop and just take everything that we have, delete it, and redo the process and start over. It'd be by far the best decision. We'd be able to actually live then, because then we'd be like, okay, people here in this specific area, what do you guys make? What do the people here make? Let's start looking at it so we can lower the prices on food and that, but keep your pay the same. If we keep the pay the same, then we would have to lower the prices on food and gas and electricity and water and everything just to get by. The companies are like, look, I'm making $100 per whatever. That person who's fixing all the stuff, keeping it all running, he's making probably about $10, maybe even $3 to that company's $100 per whatever. And you're like, that doesn't sound fair. What's the company actually doing? They're sitting there not doing anything. They're sitting there just playing video games, watching us suffer, and just watching TV on all day. But yet, here we are, trying to make enough money to be able to not be stressed. Just to be like, man, if I had that $100 or whatever, I'd be fine. I'd be less stressed. I'd be less relaxed. I don't want to be rich. I don't want that. It is, I want enough money to survive. I want to have a little bit more than that, actually, so I can just sit down and just go, today wasn't that bad. But I can't do that. I go, oh, today sucks. Oh my god, I hate it. I don't want to go to work today. Ah, hopefully it's not that bad. And then the yawns and everything. It's so hard. It's just so hard. People are like, it's not that hard. And it's like, where are you working? What are you doing to make for it to be that easy? And whatever you're doing to make so much money to be chill like that bothers everyone because of the fact that you're making a million times more than everybody else. And you're probably just some guy behind a computer. It's just ridiculous. The ridiculous stuff that goes on. So I'm gonna end this because I've been going on for about 38, almost 39 minutes. So I just went on a long rant of things that need to be fixed. Hopefully they eventually fix all this stuff. And I'm not like 80 years old and they're like, we finally fixed it. We got rid of all the old people. And I'm sitting there, I'm old now. Hey, you, I'm old now. I've been waiting for like 30 years, 30, 40 years for you to fix this, but you didn't. So it's just like, yeah, we got like more. I think like the whole idea of it, I should say this before I forget. The whole idea, I think it is, for health insurance, oh, the medical science and all that has gone up, and the knowledge and all that has gone up. That means you have to pay more, and it's like, no, I should pay the same I was paying in the 1980s, if not less. Why? Because it improved I shouldn't have to pay more because you're making an item and it only cost you $15, and now I have to pay that with an extra zero. It's like, no, I shouldn't have to pay $150 for an item that only cost $15 for you to make. No, that should be borderline. That should be not borderline. That should be fully illegal. Like, you should not be allowed to do that. But the things that they get away with are just completely ridiculous. And it's just like, I know I've been saying like it's like a lot, and that's just something I say, and it's just I just wish a lot of things were better for not just me but everyone, where I can look over at my neighbors and be like, how's it going? How you doing? Your day going good? Oh, something broke. Do you need a hand there? Do you need a hand? Instead of, oh yeah, I would help, but that would remove some of the energy from myself that I don't really have, and the time that I don't really have to help you get that fixed when I already have my life as a living hell. It's like, it's I want to help you, but I can't. I don't have the time because I'm already suffering myself. It's like, yeah, I'm using to some people it'll be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. And then there's gonna be people out there that are going like, I get it. Yeah, I'm living that too. I'm living that nightmare too. And it's just like, why are we living like this? How did we get to this stage? I can truly tell you this. It's the schooling systems that taught us. Some of the teachers that I had, yeah, told us that this is how it's going to be. You're going to be living like this. And it's just like, wow, you're a bee. You're a bee. And the thing is, they were technically correct because of the fact that the economy is so bad that those old people who told us all this, the teachers and all that, they could easily have a better chance in just pretty much convincing the principal. And the principal, since they're the highest ranking there, more or less, they can talk to their higher ups and just keep the higher chain going and going up and up and up till we hit the very top and go to the, why is this? Why do we have it like this? And they're sitting there going like, okay, we need to make a change. We need to make a change. If we can get them, the higher ups, the higher ups, and just get the whole chain upwards to realize, if I'm not making enough money, you're not making enough money. Why? Because I'm just carrying a lot less. Call it quiet quitting. Call it what you will. I'm just getting tired of it. People at my age, where you grew up around my age, and not people that are a little bit younger than me, they're like not understanding it. They're just finding ways to get past and trying to cheese the system. Well, we're just in there going, how about stop cheesing the system and just get it fixed? Fix the system so we can actually not be stressed about the system. That's all I really gotta say on it. I know I have more to say on it, but I don't want to spend this much time on it. My ADD is just telling me, you see the shiny screen over here? Go play a game. You're stressed, you're angry, go play a game. Go do something, calm yourself down. Honestly, I think everybody needs to play a game. Just sit down, play something, relax, just watch something, and chill. I wish it was like how cartoons post it, where it's like, or the cartoons, the movies, and all this other stuff, where they go and say, yeah, go do whatever you want, go ahead. Or like when you're playing Fable 1 and 2, Fable 1 and 2, where you can go do whatever you want. You can do the skills that you need to do. You can go be an archer. You can go be a ranger and just live. It's like technically you could do that now, but then for some reason they'll start charging you on, oh, you put your house here, we're gonna start charging you this because whatever. Like if I wanted to live in the mountains, they're gonna start trying to what was it? Basically charging on my house and all that. It's like property taxes, and it's like, no, no, I paid once. I bought the house. Like, you didn't buy the land. You have to buy the land and the house. And it's like, what kind of scam is America and all these countries that do that? That's that's borderline stupidity. That's borderline illegal. That should be legal. That should be illegal. It should be. I bought the house. I bought the property. I'm done paying. I'm done. I'm not paying again. I'll pay for the electricity, the gas, and all that other stuff if I'm using it. If you're charging me just for living there and I haven't used it, like say your house has gas and uses gas. You don't use the gas the entire time. You don't use the heat. You use firewood. You're using all this, and they're charging you still. You can immediately go back to go to the company and be like, I haven't used it once. I haven't used it. I've been using firewood. Get your money back. Do whatever you can. Just don't go violent. If you're gonna go violent, use your violence in video games. Name an NPC something, because that NPC can respawn. You can keep using your anger on that NPC, that non-playable character. Just keep obliterating them. Put your rage into that, because it's not an actual person. Because an actual person cannot respawn. They cannot heal as fast as they can in video games. They can't do any of that. So use your rage there. Do whatever you can there. It's the best way to do it. It's the safest way. It's the healthiest way. People have rage rooms, and it's like, that's good. You got a way to relax. You got a way to put your anger into something. But I think people should honestly make more vlogs or whatever and talk about their problems. See if we can get the economy to fix themselves because of the fact that people are talking about it now. If we can get more people talking about the issue, we can probably get it fixed, because now more people are conversating. We're talking about it. We're actually emotionally invested in whatever's going on. Instead of whatever's on the news, where it's just like, I don't care, Ukraine's on fire, I don't care, because it's, I do care. I care enough to be like, yes, I feel bad for you guys. But I don't care because of the fact that I can't even get myself out of the hole that I'm in. So it's like, I can't really look at you guys and go like, how do I help you? How do I make your life better when I, myself, am struggling? It's help yourself first, and once you're on your 2 feet and not ready and not like wobbling and falling over, you can then help someone else. But if you're wobbling a little bit and you see someone literally about to topple over, be a quick stand, be a quick, the quick brick in the wall that stops it from toppling. Be that person to come out of nowhere and be like, whoa, 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 chill, chill, it's okay. And they're like, but this happened. It's like, whoa, 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 it's okay. It's not okay that they did that. We can try to fix it. And if we can't, then we can't. But if we can, we're going to go all out with this fix. We're going to try to get as much as we can fixed. You know what I mean? It's just like, if someone's going to fall over, like say someone's drunk and they're about to fall over and hit their head onto a concrete or fall off the ledge and off a 6-story building, you're going to quickly react and catch them. So my question is, why isn't the system set up for that? So when someone's going to fall over and whatever, you're there to catch them, just in case. I understand to be like the higher-ups in the government system thinking, why would we put that in place that just makes people think they can go do it again, go do it over and over again? It's like, no. It just means we're less worried about it, instead of worrying about literally everything. You at least have a barrier to catch you, just in case if something slips, you at least aren't going to die immediately. You have a chance of survival. You have a actual chance, instead of whatever's in place now, where it's just like, parents, friends, someone help me. please, I'm begging. Instead of that, it's, okay, I'm doing okay. I fell over a couple of times. I tipped. I dipped. I dripped. I leaked. I'm still okay. They patched me up. Like, say a bucket has a hole in it. You can toss that bucket out? If you have enough money, yeah, you're gonna toss that bucket out. But if you're pretty much struggling, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna put some duct tape over it or something. I'm gonna do whatever I can. I'm gonna patch up that hole. I'm gonna do what I can. So it's just like, think of it as that bucket as a random person on the street who's struggling. Be that person to patch up that hole, make it easier for that bucket to actually be a bucket. Maybe a small cup. That person may be a small cup, maybe a giant bucket, maybe a barrel. Either way, we all need help at some point. You can be that person to help, be that person as much as you can. Don't go overboard because you might accidentally hurt yourself in the process. Just do enough that you can, do the best you can, and be smart about it and careful. Have a good day.